over the last month, you could have submitted your top 50, or at the very least top 20 DC characters, and they got points based on where you placed them. And now I am going to give you the results of this vote. I'm going to give you the top 50 characters as voted for by you guys. I will tell you right now that 214 characters had points.
Wow.
It's a lot of characters.
That's a deep bench.
Yep.
For DC.
And even towards the end, even the last couple of lists would have characters that I went to put in and was surprised they weren't there yet. Where, you know, I'd like Control F, like, oh, where's this character right now in the rankings? Oh, they're not even there. Somehow we got to this final list before someone said them. So I'm sure there's still some missing that, you know, maybe one of us would have on our list.
I almost asked for a character, but in case they're there, I'm not going to. But it's a very, not a deep poll. If you know me, it's not that deep of a poll.
Hey,
I'll wait to eagerly hear their name.
When I'm done reading the 50, if you want to ask about anyone specific, I can just Control F and tell you where they are on the list. So, yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it, and we'll see. You know, I've got a couple of stats at the end written down of like how many are villains, how many are female, how many from some of the families and that kind of thing. But all right, let's get going. Number 50 was Black Manta.
Oh,
yeah, it's interesting.
Right.
It's interesting. We're going to talk about too much about each of the characters, especially since when we get to the special, we're going to be talking about our entries a lot. So.
Yeah, but I'm sure the top 5 will have some thoughts.
Oh, sure. But yeah, Black Manta's up first, number 50. 49 was Harley Quinn, which I think is interesting because it shows our audience how did I put this? Like, I feel like there's definitely an audience where Harley Quinn's like the most favorite character and one of the big characters for DC in terms of how much she sells stuff. But I don't think the audience that reads a lot of books is necessarily overlapping as much with the audience who just loves Harley Quinn.
feels like our audience aren't the ones buying the variants.
Yes. Now, I like Harley Quinn as a character, but I don't like meta Deadpool Harley Quinn. I like, you know, when she's more serious, or we're doing Harleen, for example, is maybe, you know, a good example. Number 48 is Bane.
Oh, nice.
Very good. 48. You thought darkness was your ally.
Expect one of us on the record, brother.
So that's cool. It is interesting once we have the full context of what villains made it, which ones didn't make it. So we'll leave it there for now.
Hey, I'm really high on Bane. I like Bane as a character, so far so good.
I like Bane quite a bit. Speaking of Batman villains, number 47 is Ra's al Ghul.
Oof, guys, not high enough.
You say that, but this is heroes and villains. There's like
heroes and villains 50. That's true.
Yeah, like there's like I said, over 200 characters had points. Number 46, also a villain. We have Brainiac.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then number 45, we have Shiera Hall. Hawk woman or Hawk girl, depending. Most people specified.
Shiera is usually Hawk woman.
Yeah,
so I would give that.
Most people specified specifically Shiera or Kendra. I think there was only one person who just said Hawk girl, and I took that as Kendra because typically she's Hawk girl and Shiera's Hawk woman. But you know, a judgment call had to be made. But they both had points. But Shiera is here in number 45. 44, Aquaman.
Oh,
so it made the 50, but not super high.
Lowest Justice Leaguer, I'll reckon.
That's true. Yeah, lowest. Lowest that made the 50. I mean, some of them might not have made the 50. Number 43 is Dr. Fate, Kent Nelson.
Okay.
Right. Again, people were specific if they meant someone else.
Khalid's still in play.
Okay, Khalid's still in play, yes. Number 42 is Captain Marvel, aka Shazam.
Shazam. All right.
Number 41. This is one that I could have seen being higher, actually. I'm a little surprised. Not that I would necessarily have her higher, but that I'm surprised the consensus isn't higher, and that is Catwoman.
Oh. I was expecting because of her. I mean, even just with the show, with our viewers, listeners, we've been high on some Catwoman stories. So I just figured from that experience, she'd end up in the top 25. But wow,
she's a very popular character. That's one of the surprises was her only just kind of getting into the 50, but not by much. It was a surprise. So number 40 is The Question, Vic's age, but specifically.
Okay.
Montoya, of course, was getting points separately, but we're talking about Vic's age here. Number 39 is Etrigan.
The demon.
Yeah. Etrigan beating like Aquaman and Catwoman. That's the first one.
And Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Shazam. That one's wild to me, but all right.
Yeah, Etrigan getting some points. Number 38 is Jim Gordon.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 37 is Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Number 36 is Batwoman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kate.
So Kate made the cut. Number 35 is Mr. Miracle.
Fair. Like Tom King
had something to do with that. Yeah.
Influence there.
I wonder how well he would have done had that Tom King series had never happened. So that's actually really interesting.
He's in a cartoon, right? So.
Yep. Yeah. Number 34 is John Stewart.
Our first Lantern entry.
Our first Lantern, yeah. For sure. And then we got number 33 is Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
Which
first Absolute. And
first
I feel
Absolute.
like okay.
Yeah.
The Martian. That's a good placing. He's an interesting character.
I mean, honestly, like it's the only Absolute one though that I kind of thought like, okay, I get it, but also part of me is wondering like who are we saying that is though? Are we saying that's the Martian, or are we saying that's John the detective as the character? There's a little bit of wiggle room there. Who you mean when you say that? But
right, because I haven't fully amalgamated.
Yeah.
Right.
But regardless, people said Absolute Martian Manhunter. I just took it as that, and that's all it is. So number 32. I think this one might shock you a little bit. That's number 32.
Am I going to be mad about?
Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I mean, look, not everybody loves Lex like I do.
Yeah.
So,
I thought he'd be higher. I thought he'd be top 20.
Yeah. Easy top 5 villain in all of DC. So him showing up so low, that said, Williamson hasn't done him any favors the last year. So
Lex's stock's at an all-time low. LexCorp's not doing well in the stock market right now.
No.
Yeah. Number 31 is Cassandra Cain.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pleased she got a decent placement because
me too.
I love Cass.
We love Cass on the show. So.
Yeah. So that's cool. Number 30 is Martian Manhunter, which honestly surprises me, like, because I get that right now there's a lot of love for Absolute Martian Manhunter because that book's currently ongoing. People love it.
Right.
Martian Manhunter as a character, I don't feel like I hear people love that. I like the character, but I never feel like people talk about him that much.
I would guess that one of our viewers really loves Martian Manhunter and had them very high. And then everyone else just kind of likes Martian Manhunter, right?
Yeah, I think enough people like him on the team of the Justice League that he gets a lot of like low point amounts, and then it all just kind of adds up because everyone kind of likes him.
Yeah.
So that'd be my guess. But there are some people though. It's not like some people voted Martian Manhunter and some people voted Absolute. Like there was definitely a few people who had them both, and it was like, hey, Martian Manhunter's here, Absolute's here, so on and so on. So, but cool, all the same, cool. Number 29, Deadman.
Okay, I would argue that's too high for Deadman.
I think it's interesting seeing some of the quirkier picks that kind of like surprisingly made it higher up the list. Honestly,
I'm not adverse to Deadman being in the top 50. Him being as high as he is, that's what's weird. Over Catwoman, over Lex, right? Like that's weird to me, but all right. Y'all love Boston Brand.
That's what makes it fun. It is somewhat similar. I'd say a little surprising to make it over some of those names. Number 28 is the Spectre.
All right.
Yeah.
And they didn't specify Jim Corrigan or we're guessing that.
No. Maybe one dead, but I just counted that as a Spectre because everyone else had just said the Spectre.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, just in my time of reading comics, we've had 3.
Yeah.
Right. So.
I mean, maybe they just mean Spectre, the spirit of vengeance, as opposed to the people he attaches himself to. But that's number 28. Number 27. I think you'll be happy with this one. Big Barda.
There we go.
Yeah,
lady.
between Tom King's book and then Birds of Prey, her stock has, risen somewhat over our years doing this show.
Even in Ram V's New Gods, she had a pretty strong showing early.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think New Gods specifically propped up any one of those characters, though. It was, it was very much an ensemble, whereas I feel like those other books I mentioned like specifically really made her like a star.
Oh, I'm more surprised she's over Cassandra, right? Over Small Bat.
I mean, they're very close, though. I mean, like the point difference between those two is very, very low. Only a few points between them, so that's pretty neat. Number 26 is Supergirl.
Oh, all right, just outside of the top 25.
Yep, just didn't make the cut quite for the top 25, but I'm happy though, because there was definitely, as I was putting them in as they were coming in, there was like early trends that did go away over time as more came in. But one of the trends was that someone like Supergirl was actually really low down for a long time, and then like later lists really propped her up. So it just kind of depended the order of who was submitting when. But for a while I thought, she might not even make the 50. So I was actually very pleased that she ended up getting right there in the middle. So that's cool. Number 25 is Kyle Rayner.
Second Lantern. We're in the right order so far.
Second Lantern, and Glory's Crab Mask has made it to the top 25. I am pleased.
By hook or by crook.
All right, here they're pandering to you at this point. Number 24 is Booster Gold.
Hey, greatest hero you've never heard of.
Well, not to our audience. Our audience have heard of him apparently because they like him enough to get him to 24. Number 23, Absolute. Batman.
Really?
People like Absolute Bats.
I was expecting him to crack like the top 15. Bruce.
There was a while early on where he was legitimately in the top 10 for ages until more lists came in. It's like it was like, Absolute Batman might be hanging around here. Still very high though. Still a healthy amount of point value. But yeah, number 23 is Absolute Batman. Number 22 is Lois Lane.
Look, guys, thank you for getting her that high. Everyone's a weirdo like me.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. That's considering the fact that you're mixing the heroes and villains, and you've got like so many other characters to deal with. I don't think that's too bad. This is a lot more where I'd expect her versus where Lex was versus where I expected him to show up. So, I mean, I'd maybe expected her to be in the teens, but this isn't too far away from that.
Yeah, I was at the top 15 for her too as well.
Yeah. Here's a surprising one, which I kind of appreciate actually. I'm happy to see this. Number 21 is Animal Man.
Cool.
I think between the Morrison run and then the Lemire run in the New 52, I think there's a lot of Animal Man fans out there.
Yeah. Especially getting them this far ahead, right? Like, because Animal Man, outside of an appearance in Flash with Maxine, I can't think of the last time I've read a book with him in it.
It's been a while.
We had that Swamp Thing book, right?
Yes.
He wasn't in that.
Yeah, but I mean, at least on the show though, I did get to read all of the Morrison one, which is cool. That was one of the Patreon picks for a long time, and I'm glad I got to read that. It was fun going through it. So, always happy when the patrons have me reading like a classic run that sort of greater like informs the history of a character, and especially on a character like that, which is like not as like well known or as mainstream. Although I had read the New 52 run, so I was familiar with the character at the time. But number 20, so top 20 now. Number 20 is Matt's die. Number 20 is Sinestro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tall himself.
Yeah, the people love Sinestro. I can't fault it. Number 19 is Poison Ivy.
Hey, y'all did well.
So she beat both Catwoman and Harley by a considerable distance.
Which is weird to me, because I feel like most people would do that in reverse.
I think if you ask the general public to rank those three characters, it would be the reverse. They'd put Harley at number one, they'd put Catwoman in the middle, and then they'd put her at the bottom. But hey, number 18, Alfred Pennyworth.
Okay.
Yep, Alfred gets a lot of love. Not surprised.
As necessary. Probably one of the best dads in the DCU, right? So, yeah.
Cannot fault. Number 17 is... this one's a little surprisingly high, actually. Hawkman.
Wow.
Which I'm sure you don't mind, but like it's surprising, I think.
I don't, because I feel like I'm out on an island when it comes to Hawkman. You know?
Apparently not. You're not the hipster anymore. You're the average filthy casual, Matt. All of you idiots like Hawkman now.
I know.
You've become the mainstream.
I know, it tends to happen. Regression towards the mean.
So that's number 17. Number 16 is Darkseid. So
yeah.
I mean, he's obviously a very big villain. He's very imposing and all the rest of it. There's a lot of good stories surrounding him. So,
does that include his crack?
Well, yeah. I mean, it will have to, right? You got to take all of it. I probably should have rephrased that as Darkseid is ...
Yes.
16. But
yes. But also would have given it away, and you're trying to build suspense with the numbers.
I know. Number 15 is Barbara Gordon.
Okay. So far, 2 Batgirls, right?
Yep, 2 Batgirls so far. So, that's not bad for Babs, actually. Much like Supergirl, early on wasn't looking too hot in placement, but got better as the lists were coming in further.
Yeah.
Number 14 is John Constantine.
Y'all are on your own on there, because I feel like me and Pete do not.
I've got a good feeling that neither of us are going to have him in our top 50s come that special, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe he'll sneak on at number 50. I've actually already started making my list, and I'm pretty confident he doesn't stand a chance. But
I need to start. I need to start mine for sure.
Yeah. Well, I've made a list of heroes and I've made a list of villains, and I'm later on going to merge them, but I thought it'd be easier to do them separately first. So that's where I'm at. But I've got like 45 heroes, and I thought, I won't need any more than that, because once I've mixed the villains in, I'll be way over 50. So
yeah,
I don't need Constantine. He's not even there. It's fine. That's 14. Number 13, Barry Allen.
Okay.
Makes sense. Big Flash.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
13, that's a good showing.
Number 12, Black Canary.
Okay. Big fan of the fishnets.
Apparently so. I'm genuinely I'm not surprised. I mean, she's not that far away from Babs, but I think it's interesting how Black Canary is one of the highest scoring women in the list, and trounced Catwoman. I think it's interesting that our audience vastly prefers Black Canary to Catwoman, as a whole. I think that's really interesting, because I feel like Black Canary is the character that if you asked a normie who doesn't read comic books, they probably wouldn't know who she is. They might know her from a TV show, they might know her from the Birds of Prey movie, but it would be like a vague recollection, So, very interesting to me. Number 11, and this is interestingly high, actually. I'm not mad at it. Number 11 is Damian Wayne.
I get it. He's grown on you. He grows on you like a wart. Because immediately when Morrison introduced him, I was like, nah, get this kid out of here. I got Tim Drake as Robin. I got Dick as Nightwing. I don't need this kid. And now over time, and again, it's probably my favorite thing that Williamson's done at DC was that Robin series.
It probably is. He didn't stick with it long enough to mess it up, so it never became a problem. All right, top 10 then.
Here we go.
Crack the knuckles. Right, big stuff happening here. Number 10 is the Joker.
A lot more restraint, guys. I figured he'd be up higher.
Yeah, I don't think you can be mad at that. I think that's obviously a very high placement, because he should have a high placement because he's the goddamn Joker, but it's not like, he's overly dominating and,
Yeah.
So
he's Batman's foil, so I expected him to be in the top 5, really.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows the Joker, right? Everyone has their Joker, So, yeah.
Yep. Number 9 is Green Arrow, which I actually think I think it's a little higher than I was expecting. I didn't think Green Arrow was as beloved as top 10, but no, fair enough. Can't argue. Number 8 is Wally West.
Okay. It's our Flash. I feel like it's gonna be the highest Flash. So.
Of course. Like, you think Bart's going to beat Wally and Barry?
Or Jay. People could love Jay, right?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that through the list coming in, Wally and Barry were swapping who was higher like several times, and I didn't know who was going to like turn out to make it. And
that's so crazy because I can't even say it for the majority of my life now until Barry came back. Like Wally was the Flash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I feel like he's been back now for as long as he was gone originally. I had to crunch the numbers, so maybe not quite, but it's close. But yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Wally's my Flash.
Yeah, number 7 is Hal Jordan.
Well, I know a guy didn't make the list.
I will say I think Hal's a bit high. Not that I'm not surprised he's the highest ranking Lantern. Well, potentially. I've not revealed the rest yet, but but I will say like I like Hal well enough, but he is kind of the basic like just white guy who was the lead from the 60s, right? So
white meat baby face.
It's hard for me. Like, I'm not judging anyone who says Hal's their favorite Green Lantern. I'm not, but I do think he's like the boring choice compared to like several of the others.
Kyle Chandler's playing him on the Lantern show. There's a reason for that.
Yes, and
Kyle Chandler plays basic white guy very well.
Yes, and he is definitely so dead by the end of that season. He is so dead.
Maybe.
He's so dead. I'm calling it. All right, that's number 7 is Hal Jordan.
7. All right, 6.
Number 6, Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Right, Diana. Right. Number 6.
I'm getting nervous.
Number 5. And I want to say number 5 here was at one point number 3 and was sort of swapping around. I want to make that clear because I think this is actually quite high for this character and I'm very pleased by it. Number 5 is Swamp Thing.
Oh, I didn't think you were gonna say Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I know. Wow. I like, you know what, the little tree man that could, because this is very very good.
Swampy.
People weren't really, I think a couple people specified Alec Holland. Most people just put Swamp Thing, so I just put Swamp Thing, and I think most people probably intended to mean Alec Holland because like,
I mean, Levi's been in like two 3 stories,
right? And they're great, you know, but
Titans,
I'm going to assume Alec, but
it's Alec,
but it's Swamp Thing as a concept, maybe if you want to call it that. But regardless, that's number 5. Really big showing, really competitive with a lot of the big names. So cool. That's probably the big surprise up top for this list. Number 4, absolute Wonder Woman.
Okay. Over Wonder Woman.
Yeah, not by much.
Interesting.
But both versions of Diana, both main versions of Diana are in the top 10. I
mean, through 18 issues, she's a very strong character, and she's my favorite absolute character.
And again, a lot of people had both versions. Like, it wasn't just like we were picking one or the other. So yep, that's number 4. We have 3 spots left. Number 3. Dick Grayson.
Poof. So now I know who 1 or 2 is. Now what order they come in. I really had a chance. I really thought Dick had a chance of stealing, right? People love Dick.
I will say, people do love Dick. You especially love Dick. You're a big Dick fiend. You love it.
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean him.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I will say, Dick at one point, was swapping around a little bit with number 2. It could have happened, but landed on number 3. Yes, everyone loves Dick. Great. Number 2. Cold Snap.
I knew you were going to do it. I knew you were going to revert to old. So the people that don't know, real quick, Pete used to, in this Facebook group we were all in, and that's how we all met, Pete used to do these countdowns.
Oh, a long time ago, yeah.
Yes. And he put in all this time, and he'd get everybody posting, and he'd put them up one by one, and he'd always have a number 2 that was ready to go. That was a joke. And the best one ever, I think, was Cable.
Oh, the end.
Worked people so much. And I was wondering who you're going to go with here. I really was expecting Kite Man, right?
Honestly, in my head,
it
was either going to be Cold Snap or to just annoy you, Guy Gardner. It was, it was one of those two.
If you would have said Guy Gardner number 2, I would have started crying. So it was just, you made the wrong decision for entertainment value.
All right, well, hey, all right, number 2 then for reals is Superman.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Look.
Hey, he made it far.
He made it far, right? Admittedly, it was very competitive between him and Dick for number 2. They're very close in points. The points gap between 1 and 2, though, was a bit more beefy. Like, number 1 was always number 1. It was never not going to be number 1.
No one's going to have a list, I feel like, watches this and listens to this. That's not going to have Batman and Superman on it. Now, where are they on the list is what shows where.
There was definitely a couple that did, though. Like, I feel bad for like the 1 or 2 people who were putting in lists where it was just all JSA characters and stuff like that. Right. And I'm like, I'm glad. I loved some of these characters, but like, they're not really having that much of a chance.
Look, a bit of a spoiler in mine. Jesse Quick will be on my list. Where at? I haven't decided yet. But I love Jesse Quick. Not in the top 10. I'll tell you that much.
I don't think anyone gave her a point, Matt. I don't think she was said once in all these lists.
And y'all say that I'm not a hipster still. I'm over here on the Guy Gardner, Jesse Quick corner.
Yeah, so just number 2 is Superman, and just to confirm it, number 1 is indeed Batman, as one would expect. So
swear to me.
Yeah. But, there's a bit of a gap between 1 and 2 points wise. It's not like gargantuan, and I think it says that, no, people do love Batman. I think our audience is a lot more DC wide friendly, so it's not as much of a gap as normal, but they still all love Batman, because you can't not love Batman. It's very easy to love Batman.
I'm shocked that, so the ones that I'm shocked with are just, it shows my taste, right? It's Etrigan, Deadman, Constantine. No Zatanna. Right?
No Zatanna. No, I was surprised at that. Zatanna, I mean, she just missed it. She was number 52. So, Guy Gardner was number 54, so also pretty close and didn't quite get in there.
I really thought Guy had a moment just because of the Superman movie. People would be like, oh, and our viewers listening to me go on and on about Guy, but ranked 4th in the Lanterns, that makes sense. Not everyone's a weirdo like me. So the character that I knew didn't have a chance, but I didn't want to spoil anything. Did Bibbo get any points?
Bibbo? As in
Bobowski.
That Bibbo. No. Not one.
Beppo.
Not one.
Not one. All right. Well, that'll change when it comes to my list.
No one put in Bibbo. No, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
Just ones you might be interested in. Cheetah was 59. So some Barbara and Minerva did get some points.
That's good.
But that was that.
Only 3 absolute heroes, which that's curious. That shows how much of an impact they've already made.
Yeah, absolute Superman was 55.
Gotcha. Okay.
So absolute Wally West was 78. There was no absolute Joe Millens, which I was a little surprised by, because I think she's got a chance of getting on mine, to be honest. I really like Absolute Joe.
That's fair.
But
she's a good character.
But as far as other, there's a lot more Batman villains and stuff, kind of making
where'd Two-Face end up at?
Two-Face is 51. He literally just missed the cut.
Good lord.
Just missed the cut.
Two of my favorite characters coming in at 51 and 52.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So now you got like Jessica Cruz, my favorite Lanterns, at 74. You also had Alan Scott at 65, just to sort of round out some Lanterns.
also his shoot age.
That's funny. So I'm just looking. Jason Todd, if you're curious, was 76. So some people did give him points. Not many, but some people did.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. He's had a bit of a redemption. I don't like. Where did Tim Drake show up?
Tim Drake. That's a good question. I'm going to Control F because I don't know.
Yes. Also,
Tim Drake is 143.
Oh, wow. That's what happens when Connor didn't submit a list. So, he would have been high on Connor's. Not a lot of Titans represented, right? We had Dick, we had Wally.
Yep.
And not too many others.
Starfire's number 80. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Cyborg is 93.
There we go. Raven
is 112.
Okay. And that just leaves Beast Boy of the original, the OG lineup.
Which Beast Boy is 134.
Okay. get some points.
So they're all there.
Yeah, so I would say that our viewers, listeners do make a wide berth because I feel like there was even the Batman character, Batman, Joker, Gordon,
Well, actually,
Alfred.
I can't give you stats for all the submittee characters because I'd had to have made a whole spreadsheet for that. But I can tell you some stats for the top 50 if you like.
Yeah. So
out of the 50, 9 were villains. So definitely more hero weighted.
Almost fifth.
Now, admittedly, it depends on what you count for some of them. So I didn't count Catwoman as a villain, but I did count Pointless Ivy as a villain. So depending on how you feel about that, you might go one up or down.
But yeah, I don't think Selina's a villain anymore. She's definitely firmly anti-hero. What about Harley? Where would you put Harley at? Hero, right?
Well, I don't remember. That's a good question. I don't remember what I counted for her.
I would put Harley more as a hero at this point. You know.
Oh yeah. There's 13 female characters out of the 50. Which is okay. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible.
Almost a quarter.
Of the families, Bat Family, when I say Bat Family, I'm including the villains, right? So just Bat characters. 15 Bat characters, so a healthy amount. Not like overwhelming, but a healthy amount of them.
Think about how much of those books are published right now. There's a lot of Bat books. So these are a lot of characters that people like. Or else they wouldn't be selling, right?
For sure. So next, then 5 super characters total, which is basically what Superman, Lois, Supergirl, Lex Luthor, and Brainiac are the 5 of those. 4 Green Lantern characters, the 3 Lanterns, and then Sinestro.
That's true.
You know, and that was a bit. So, not bad, not bad at all.
Yeah. I am shocked Darkseid being that high, but he's been around for. Especially in the
he was high early. There was a point where he was beating the Joker. Like he might have been the highest ranked villain if things had shaped out a bit differently. So super interesting.
Ra's making it there after Two-Face just missed. I'm okay with that. Because those two battle back and forth between my favorite Bat villain.
Yeah, a lot of Doom Patrol members were kind of in that sort of like 100 to 150 range, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some characters that I was surprised didn't get points till late on. Tim Drake didn't get points until really late, which was surprising because, Tim does have a fan base. Stephanie as well, actually, didn't get points until quite late on, and I love Stephanie Brown, so I was miffed at that, but hey, everyone's got different tastes, and they're very widespread of characters. Some people... I
also like to see this list, because I haven't done mine yet.
Oh, sure. Right?
And like seeing what the temperature is, because I know who's... Top 10's not quite set, but I kind of have ideas. But, I definitely need to get on that. Black Manta showing up on there. That was when Two-Face doesn't and Zatanna doesn't, that just shows how much of an impact Black Manta's made.
And then congratulations to the ones that only made one list. I'll just list them quickly. Mongol, Trinity, Talia al Ghul, Mr. Mxyzptlk, Maxwell Lord, Ganthet, Harvey Bullock, Plastique, Grail, and Hunter Zolomon. Congratulations for being all one list wonders.
That's cool. I do like that someone put Bullock in there.
Yeah, I like Bullock. Yeah, I'll usually make my 50, but I do like Bullock.
No, but I like him. I like that he's represented. Mongol, if you're going off of Superman characters,
but hey,
it's good.
It is interesting. There's definitely and obviously even me, there's a couple eventually that I was like, who the hell is this? And just Googling to make sure they're a DC character, because I'm like, this is a deep cut. Someone's putting a villain from a run that they like from years ago that I've never read. Oh dear. But
good, though. A lot of classic characters outside the absolute, not a lot of newer, right? Like these are all characters that have been around for a minute. So I would have been shocked if Joe had Joe made it. I would have been, because she's fairly new.
I mean, regular Joe did make, was on there somewhere. She was 100 something, 124.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Making the top 50, I would have been shocked because they are still so new. But yeah, no, that's a good list, guys. I'm not surprised with Batman. I was expecting it. But I almost expected Dick Grayson to make a push for number 2 because at this point. Where he's at with all of us.
Well,
but yeah.
Dick typically makes a number 1.
True. But
That was a toilet joke for anyone who didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then other than that, I mean, there's some interesting picks in here, like Floronic Man getting some votes. I like him as a cool villain from Swamp Thing. Jimmy Olsen made it to number 99.
Yeah.
You sickos who voted for Superboy Prime, who got him all the way up to 91. You know who you are.
Guys, we have beef. What number was Guy?
He was like 50 something.
Okay.
He was higher. He's higher than that. Yeah.
If Prime was a lower seated or lower ranked, then that's fine. But y'all talking about annoying characters and y'all put Prime over Guy, I'd be real big mad.
Yeah. 51 was Two-Face, 52 was Zatanna, 53 was Detective Chimp, 54 was Guy Gardner, 55 was Absolute Superman, 56 was John Kent, 57 was Eobard Thawne, 58 Saint Walker, 59 Cheetah, 60 Robot Man, 61 Jay Garrick.
Wow.
Yeah,
Robot Man.
He's great though. I get it.
Cliff. Cliff's great, but yeah.
Yeah, 62 is Ted Card, 63 is Red Tornado, 64 Firestorm, 65 Alan Scott. I'll stop there, but I just wanted to give you the just outside the top 50.